Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is another video in my series of mini reviews, because not everybody has the time to watch dedicated videos that are like 30 minutes long, and I know usually my videos are long. That is just because I have a lot to say, you know. Usually my review videos include a story time and stuff like that, and I kind of also just want to hang out with you and give you a piece of my mind. That sounds bad. Okay, but sweeties, that is what it is. Not everybody has the time for that, and I do appreciate it if you do not watch me on double speed, because we kind of just want to hang out. So that is the reason why I do those mini review videos, because I still want to give you the information, and also not every item or every product that I buy or that I receive gets a featured video. So that is why this is all in one today. Okay, sweetie, if you've just found me, I'm Leorah. I'm a makeup artist and stylist. I'm living for colorful makeup and colorful styling. And of course, if that is something that you would like to know more about or add to your life, then definitely feel free to check out my channel and also my social media, which is linked in the description box and probably pops up at some point here on the screen. Beyond that, of course, subscribe to my channel, because I would absolutely love to have you here. All right, so let us go right in. And today it's not only palettes. It is also palettes, but it's also other things. All right, so let us go right in. I want to actually start today with SheGlam, because SheGlam is a thing where I'm super interested in it, because it is kind of easy for me to get, but also because it's super affordable, and I feel that is such a good thing, you know, that they have so much stuff that is really affordable. It's easy to get. It doesn't take a super long time to receive it. And I feel like there is such a good concept behind it, but is it really good? You know, I still have to try the foundations. I still have not pulled the trigger on those, but I definitely want to do that. They also do have like a glowy setting powder that I definitely want to try. Have not pulled the trigger on that either, but I do have a couple of things that I want to give you my opinion about. Okay, so let us start with a palette, and that is this one. Okay, so this came out a couple of months ago. This is the Forever Feather palette. So I have done only one look using this palette, but I think I know enough about this palette by now to just tell you a little bit of what I feel about it. Now, I think the pigmentation is okay, considering the price. Sweeties, always in, of course, connection to the price point. I think this is a very good formula. It is blendable, it's buildable, it is not the super most pigmented, but that is also not something that everybody wants. You know, not everybody can deal with the super most pigmented, and there's nothing wrong with that. And also not everybody wants that. You know, some people want a little bit more of a lighter color payoff, because it's also easier to blend out and it's easier to work with overall. So I think they're actually doing a super good job. And among those cheaper or more affordable brands, I think they should actually rank pretty high, you know? So this is what it is. I did one look with this one and it was okay. Was it my most spectacular look? No, but I'm also not necessarily going to SheGlam when it comes to eyeshadows for my most spectacular looks, you know? So it's just always, you know, put it into perspective of the price and also what your anticipation is of something, you know? So this is what it is. Now, what I think though is really good is part of the Chroma Zone collection. Now, there were also palettes, and I don't have those. I did not buy those, but I did get myself the Chroma Zone highlighter, and this one, it has, I don't know if I can swatch this and maybe you can see it. It has a bit of pink, or I don't know, pink rose gold shift to it, and it is actually super beautiful. This highlighter is super beautiful. If you can see it, I don't know, probably not. Just saying, this is what it is. And then there are also these three eyeliners, and also those are super beautiful. I actually now recently just compared them, not in a video, just for myself. I compared them to those multi-chrome eyeliners. Wait, do I have them here by any chance? From Sugar Drizzle. You know, where do I have them? Here. This is one of them, just as an example. Now, these are much thinner, and you also get much less color payoff in those, but they're still very beautiful. It's just that those have a bigger tip, and as a result of that, you get way more color out of those, you know? Maybe I can show you a little bit next to each other. Okay, the black one is from Sugar Drizzle and the other one is from SheGlam. All right, so just saying, depending on what you want, if you want to have like a big impact, not necessarily color-wise, because color-wise these also have a very, very big impact. It's just that there comes out more. You know, yeah, just saying. So maybe I can also give you an example here, can I now? I don't know how much you're going to see. This is probably not going to help much, because if I'm not just drawing one line, then it doesn't really say anything about it. So this one is of course more blue, and the other one from SheGlam is a little bit more like a shift between, I honestly don't know, what is this? It's like a rust and a gold or something, you know? So color wise, you have to of course make your choice, because also within the SheGlam ones there are different color schemes or different shifting kinds, you know? So just check them out, because I think the quality in itself is really, really nice. Also, again, considering the price point, definitely. All right, so this is what I wanted to say from SheGlam. Now, can I maybe just wipe off my hand? No, I can't, because it doesn't come off. Isn't that grand? This is also something about those SheGlam liners. They have a staying power that is not even real. It's not even real, you know? And I also did not have any reaction, like itching or anything in my eyes. So, but I'm also not very, very sensitive to stuff. So just saying. Okay, let me just rub this off. Yeah, I know. All right, sweeties, this is me being very professional. Now let us go on to the next brand, and that is Mira Beauty. And Mira Beauty came out, I think, at the end of last year. That was basically their winter release, and that is the Melancholia collection. So that was this palette here, and then also this glitter quad. Let me just open this. Sometimes I wish I had more hands. So this is how they look, okay? And I bought this on release because it is beautiful, and in general I'm a big fan of Mira Beauty, also what they stand for and how they go about releasing their products, and the whole backstory always behind what they're coming out with. It's just so beautiful always. And this is how she looks. I have a review up with several looks on this palette together, of course, like on the whole collection, and feel free to check it out. I'm going to try to link it, you know, but if I didn't, then you'll find it on my channel among the playlist for the reviews, the makeup reviews. So this is how she looks, and feel free to check this one out. It was really, really nice, you know? So yeah, I know that the outer packaging is a bit scary, you know, but it has all to do, of course, with the whole idea for the palette, the Melancholia, you know, because it is kind of like that, you know? So they're just being really, really true to what they're doing, and that is amazing. Okay, then let's talk about something that came out a long time ago. And when I talk about ColourPop and something coming out a long time ago, that might just be half a year, but that means that there are about 20 collections in between, right? So they came out with this palette, the Lush Life palette. I ordered this because I thought this was so cute. Honestly, it took so long for me to get this that I had lost interest. I did, I think, 1 or 2 looks. I did not film with this one, also just because it is old news by the time I get it, and usually if it is one of the indie brands, I don't care if it's old news, because it's still where my heart is. But then with ColourPop, it's like, I have it, I don't have it, I don't really care, you know? Nothing wrong with ColourPop, don't get me wrong. It's just that it is not on the top of my list of importance, or also on the top of the list of my likes. Okay, so I bought this really only for this blue. And I used it once or twice, and it was okay, but overall this palette did not hold my attention, I have to say. I don't know really why, because there's nothing like really wrong with this palette. I've seen beautiful looks with this palette. It might just be me, you know, it happens. All right, so beyond that, I did some time ago get a PR package with all kinds of items from Jybel MUA. I hope that I'm pronouncing it right, because when I did the dedicated video on these products, I always said Jybel, and I think that's wrong. Okay, sweeties, I just don't know. Okay, so I got 2 palettes, I got a setting powder, I got a eyeshadow base, I got all kinds of stuff. All right, so actually setting powder I'm still using, and it's almost finished. And this here, it's almost finished, and I really, really like this one. So this is what you're having here on my face today. Okay, so beyond that, I also got in an eyeshadow base. Let me just pull this out. I didn't even plan on talking about this, but I am going to, if I can find it now. Wait, it looks very much like P. Louise, and it also performs very much like P. Louise, and this is how she looks. Okay, so this also performs super, super well in case that is something you want to try. This is her eyeshadow base, and I think she has also different shades. You know, I don't know, but I think. Okay, so beyond that, I also got two palettes. One is the Coffee Bar palette, and I do have a video up, like I said, for these items or for these products. So this is the Coffee Bar palette. This is, of course, a coffee themed palette, and I think that it was actually a really, really nice palette. I don't remember anymore if I combined, don't remember anymore. You'll have to go and watch that video. But I have this palette, and then I also have this one. This is the Tropical Island palette, which is this one. And I'm not 100% sure anymore if I combined both of them in my looks or if I did a look like this and then a couple of looks with this one. Don't remember anymore. But in any case, here of course you get a lot in one palette. You do have all mattes. This is all mattes, besides this one that has a tiny little bit of micro glitter in it, but beyond that it's an all super matte palette. Pigmentation and everything is super fine, and of course you do get a whole lot. If you need a palette like this in your life, then feel free to check out Jybel MUA. Please tell me if this is right. I don't know. Okay, now let us also talk about several items from Saints, Angels, Sinners, because actually I still have one palette here that was just in my pile that is already an old palette. It's probably not even available anymore. This is the Sinner palette. I don't think this is available anymore, but I still wanted to show you, okay, because this is how she looked, and I worked with this a long time ago. I just had it here in my pile, and you know, yeah. Okay, so this is one of her earlier palettes, and I'm also wanted to show you this one because I want to also just point out how far she has come. Now, there is nothing wrong with this palette. It is a fine palette. The performance was okay and everything is fine, but just color scheme wise, in how she is putting together her palettes now, I just want to show you the difference, okay? Because now I also have a few of her later palettes here. So this is, for example, the Angel palette. This is an all duochrome palette, and of course this is already way more put together, way more kind of sophisticated in a special way, if you know what I mean. And it's really, really pretty. I've used this. They work super, super well. All of this I received in PR, by the way. Okay, March Madness. This is also, oops. This is also a super beautiful palette. I mean, look how refined the taste is now compared to in the bigger palette. You know, while, again, there was nothing really wrong with the bigger palette. It is just that I almost feel like ever since she went to the 9-pan palettes and the 6-pan palettes, when you're forced to kind of be more refined and, you know, you have to kind of hit it on the head, and she's doing it. She's doing it way better than I ever could, seriously. All right, then I also want to show you the Dollface palette, which is a bit of a more neutral palette, but also in this one there is a way more than meets the eye at the beginning. There is a multi or duochromes in the palette. This one was a super big surprise. It is absolutely stunning. It has a white base, but it has a purple bluish shift. It is so, so beautiful. There is either a video up or it is coming super soon where I'm featuring this one, and then also this one, which is the Get Lucky palette. This one is also a duochrome palette, which looks like this, and also this one is absolutely beautiful, you know. Beyond that, I also wanted to show you two of the lippies that I got from her, and I actually, in the video that I just spoke about featuring these two palettes, I tried this one and I tried that one for the first time, and I said in the video that there is no taste and no smell to that lippy, and for this one it was true. This one, I need to say that there is a bit of a taste and a little bit of a smell, but not ugly. It is just, let me just check, double check, maybe I can, it's more like some kind of a, like a ginger candy or something. I don't know. It's hard for me to say because I don't eat anything like that. So, but it has a bit of a smell, and then of course also a little bit of a taste like that. Both of them don't bleed, which is amazing because usually stuff like that bleeds on me. So that is really, really nice. You can build them up in opacity, and they also do have a gentle sparkle you know, so that is really, really nice. Okay, so all of that is from Saints, Angels, Sinners. I do have a code with her. It's not affiliated. All my codes are down in the description box. All right. Oh, Mira Beauty, I also have a code. Just saying. Okay, then let's also quickly go back to Sugar Drizzle, because of course I just spoke about those multi-chrome or duochrome eyeliners already, and I also have, of course, the Butterfly palette. I also have a video up featuring this palette. This one, Sweeties, was beautiful. An absolutely beautiful palette. Performance amazing. Really, really nice. Of course, the biggest feature or the biggest plus in this palette are, of course, the shimmer shades, and you do have a lot of them in this palette because you only have 3 mattes here. But for more information and for more looks, of course, go to the dedicated video. I really, really enjoyed this one, and as of right now, when I'm filming this, the next palette, the Dragonfly Warrior palette, has already shipped to me, which is so, so nice. And both of these palettes, the Dragonfly Warrior and also this one, I received through the kindness of one of my besties. All right, then let's talk about this one. There is a video, probably one of my most recent videos, featuring this palette, a review of the Still Pretty palette from September Rose Cosmetics. This has been my first impression of that brand, and Sweeties, this is just so, so pretty. It is so, so pretty. And also this video that I filmed with the palette, and of course, again, I'm giving you a story time there. It means so, so much to me, because this whole theme of Still Pretty, well, you can take it in so many directions and have so many thoughts about this, what it means in your personal life. It just means so, so much to me. It is so deep, and it's just so important, especially when you're not 16 anymore, or not 18, or not 25, or not 30, and you kind of, you know, watch the video. Okay, there will be, I think, 4 looks. Is it 3 or 4 looks? And then also, of course, swatches of the palette and all my thoughts about the whole theme and everything. So go ahead and watch that video. And then the last items for today is actually a couple of items from Beauty Bay, from the Beauty Bay brand. This is, of course, the Love Notes palette. Also about this one, I do have a review up, and this is how it looks. This should, as of right now, when I'm filming this, this is still available, but overall, this is a limited edition palette, and I don't think this is going to stick around forever. Just in case you're watching this later, this might not be available anymore. Okay, so this was the Valentine's Day release from 2022, and I bought this on release because I just love these palettes from Beauty Bay, and I think they have an amazing way of putting their palettes together. You know, whoever is in charge on the Beauty Bay team to put these color stories together, and I'm not now talking about the rainbow palettes, like they're all matte rainbow palettes where you have all kinds of rainbow colors. You know, I don't think you need to be super, super creative to create a palette like this. You just put in one color of each color scheme, you know, but or each color family. But this is, of course, a very, very beautiful palette. While it is super soft for the most part, but it gives you a couple of nice options for people like me who like it also to go a little bit more boom and wham, you know. But I really, really enjoyed this, and again, also there is a video up with this one. Now, in connection to that, I want to give you kind of an update on something that I've been starting to use behind the scenes, and that is also from Beauty Bay, and that is their gel eyeliner. And I kind of want to compare it to the one from Inglot that I used to always exclusively use. That is this one, and the one from Beauty Bay is this one. All right, now price point wise, this I'm not 100% sure now, but I think it's like a third of the price of this one. Okay, there are certain benefits in each one. Now this one is matte. If you like to have a matte winged liner, then that is what you need. You know, this one is kind of not glowy. How does one say that? It's shiny. You know, it's kind of shiny. It doesn't dry down 100% matte. The thing is that when you use this one, taking your makeup off is a bother, because this one is so durable that it sticks to your face, it sticks to your brushes. It is so hard once it has dried down to get this off out of your brushes and off your face, you know. Now when I'm using this and I have it on my brushes, I wash them, you know, once or twice, and then I rinse them and you're done. This one, even after washing like twice, it's not even out of the brush yet, you know, just saying. So that is a consideration. Of course, also the price point is a consideration. Now what I have to say though, and that is why doing my winged liner today took me for like, I want to say 25 minutes. that was crazy. Because this one bleeds way more into the crease. I have to show you, like for example, in where the crease basically hits the tail part here, you know, when you blink and it gets pushed up kind of because of blinking, then this one from Beauty Bay tends to like move into the crease, and then you have like a little nick in your liner, which does not look very good, you know. So either you apply it and you keep looking down for like till whenever it has dried down if you have the time, or you do it like me and you use this one for the inner part and this one for the wing. You know, is that crazy? It's absolutely crazy. But I kind of want to also use the different products the way they work best for me. So I'm just mixing and matching and whatever, you know. Now, I also have to say, though, to be completely fair, that in both cases, I always add some Duraline to those liners, because in each case, when you use them the way you get them, for me personally, they're too stiff to use. I cannot use them that way. They need to be a little bit more creamy in order to put them on. Now, of course, when you make something more creamy, it also, of course, tends to then move out of place much more, you know? So maybe if you're much, much better than I am, which is very, very possible, and you use them the way they are produced and the way you get them, then you might not have those problems with, you know, creasing and moving and whatever. But overall, I think I would recommend them both, because I really, really like them both, just so you know that each one of them has their benefits and their downfalls, kind of. For me, this one, the only downfall is the price point, and of course also that it is super, super hard to get it off. So if you are against like rubbing your face a lot or just spending a lot of time washing your brushes, then that is, of course, then don't use this one, you know? All right, so that is it from me for today. I hope you did enjoy this. I always enjoy talking about makeup. It's just the best. So leave me, of course, your comments and give me some feedback. What do you think about those products? Have you tried them? What were your experiences? And of course, if you want to share anything else. I've also noticed in my comments that actually you guys support each other in answering each other's questions and stuff, which is so, so nice. So thank you so much for being such a loving tribe. It is absolutely blissful to be your chieftain or to be your mother hen. Okay, sweeties, keep going. I'm very, very proud of you. It is absolutely amazing. So for everybody who is new and not part of this beautiful tribe, please make sure to subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you here. Beyond that, of course, definitely check out my description box. I'm going to link the brands. I'm not going to like list everything that I've been speaking about. You will figure that out on your own, but I'm going to leave the brands linked in the description box, so you will have an easier way to find them, basically. Okay, beyond that, of course, you will have my makeup of today also listed in the description box down below, together with all the discount codes that I have with the different brands. Sometimes I forget to mention it during the video, so make sure to check that out in case you want to use them. There are also ways to support my channel, which you will also find listed in the description box. And of course, as I already told you, my links to my social media. Follow me there, because a lot of stuff that is not being featured here necessarily also comes up there in looks. Okay, so that is it from me for today. I hope you did enjoy, and I shall see you here super soon for my next video. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.